Most people believe psychopaths are locked away in prisons. The truth? They could be smiling at you right now. And here are the 5 hidden signs you must recognize before they destroy everything. So, why should you care about spotting a psychopath early? Because these people don't just make your life difficult. They can shatter your trust, damage your reputation, and drain your energy before you even realize what's happening. In today's video, I'll walk you through 5 hidden signs that psychologists and criminal profilers rely on to identify true psychopaths. Each sign comes with real-life examples and research-backed insights so you can recognize them fast. And stay with me until the end, because I'll also show you the safest way to break free from their influence without putting yourself in more danger. Sign 1. Predatory charm. At first glance, charm feels good. It feels flattering, magnetic, even irresistible. But when it comes from a psychopath, it is not kindness, it's strategy. Unlike natural friendliness, this kind of charm feels too perfect, as if it's designed specifically for you. One moment they mirror your interests, your jokes, even your body language. The next moment, when no one else is watching, their smile fades into a cold stare. I once saw this with a colleague who seemed to click with everyone in the room. He remembered small details, complimented effortlessly, and made people feel special. But privately, his warmth would vanish, replaced by calculation. That's the giveaway. True charm doesn't switch on and off like a light. If you've ever felt someone's charisma suddenly disappear when the audience is gone, pay attention. That's not social skill, it's hunting behavior. In the world of online dating, predatory charm can be even more dangerous. Profiles carefully crafted to mirror your hobbies and beliefs may not signal perfect match, but a calculated lure. And here's the chilling part. This is only the first sign. The next one shows up not in how they treat you, but in the emotions they cannot feel at all. Sign 2. Emotional emptiness. Psychopaths often wear emotions like costumes, but underneath the mask is a chilling void. They can laugh at the right time, nod with sympathy, or even cry on cue. But those displays aren't real. Neuroscience studies show their brains process feelings differently, with reduced activity in areas linked to empathy and remorse. Imagine sharing heartbreaking news, and instead of comfort, the other person gives you a faint smile, or even annoyance over how your pain interrupts their day. Or think about someone telling a tragic story with a flat, detached tone, as if it were just the weather forecast. These moments aren't just awkward. They reveal the absence of genuine human connection. Have you ever caught that dead eyes look? When someone's face seems alive but their gaze feels completely hollow? That's not shyness, it's a window into emotional emptiness. Emotional emptiness can also appear as overreaction in the wrong places, rage at small inconveniences but total calm when others are in deep distress. This mismatch isn't moodiness, it's a neurological gap. And if this feels unsettling, wait until you see the next tactic. Because it doesn't just hide feelings, it turns your own compassion into a weapon. Sign 3. Strategic victimhood. Not every sad story is honest. Psychopaths master the art of turning themselves into the eternal victim, not to seek healing, but to gain control. Their narratives are polished and dramatic. They were once exceptional. Others grew jealous. They were betrayed. And now they just need your loyalty, your resources, your protection. I once knew someone who constantly told stories of being mistreated by bosses, friends, even family. Each tale was designed to spark outrage and sympathy. Yet, when you looked closer, the details shifted, and the pattern was always the same. They ended up with money, attention, or special treatment. Genuine victims seek safety and understanding. Psychopaths seek leverage. If someone's tragedies always end with you feeling guilty, responsible, or pressured to save them, you may not be helping a victim. You may be feeding a predator. In relationships, this tactic can escalate to guilt-tripping you for their destructive behavior. They cheat, lie, or lash out, but then twist the story so you end up apologizing. That's not bad luck. That's strategic victimhood in action. And just when you think giving more support might help, the next sign reveals what they're really after: your resources, your energy, and your entire life. Sign 4. Parasitic lifestyle. To a psychopath, relationships are not about connection. They're about extraction. They scan for what you have that they want: money, housing, status, or even just your emotional energy. Then they build a relationship not to share life with you, but to drain you. Picture this. A friend who always forgets their wallet, crashes at your place for weeks, or leans on your professional contacts but never offers anything back. At first, it might seem like they just need a little help. But over time, you realize they never repay, never support, and never give without strings attached. What looks like friendship or romance is really a one-way pipeline of resources. If someone's presence in your life leaves you exhausted, isolated, and financially or emotionally depleted, you're not in a partnership. You're in a parasitic arrangement. A common red flag is how they isolate you. By subtly turning you against friends or family, they cut off the people who might notice their pattern. This isn't bad luck in relationships. It's a deliberate tactic to keep you under control. And once they've gained full access to your life, the mask finally drops. The next sign reveals the darkest truth. Some psychopaths don't just exploit, they destroy purely for the thrill of it. Sign 5. Calculated destruction. This is where psychopathy shows its most disturbing face. Unlike ordinary conflict, where people argue for gain or self-defense, psychopaths sometimes harm others simply because it excites them. They plan chaos with surgical precision, spreading rumors at the perfect moment, pitting friends against each other, or revealing secrets just when it will hurt the most. I've seen it in workplaces where one person whispered half-truths to turn colleagues into enemies. No profit, no clear reason, just the thrill of watching the fallout. And the most chilling detail? They often target those least able to fight back. Children, the elderly, animals, or anyone already struggling. If someone seems to enjoy your pain, or engineers crises that only they can fix, you're not imagining it. That's not insensitivity, it's calculated destruction. Scientists have found that psychopaths' brains actually light up with reward when they witness distress. This isn't just cruelty, it's a neurological pleasure response. And knowing these 5 signs is only half the battle. The real question is, how do you protect yourself and escape without becoming their next source of entertainment? 6. Escape and recovery. Spotting the signs is one thing, breaking free is another. Psychopaths thrive on your emotional reactions, whether positive or negative. That's why psychologists recommend the gray rock method. Become boring, predictable, and emotionally flat. When you stop giving them excitement, they lose interest. This doesn't mean confronting them. In fact, direct confrontation can backfire, triggering revenge or escalation. Instead, you quietly reduce what you share. Give short, neutral answers. Don't show anger, fear, or distress. At the same time, protect yourself. Document everything, secure your finances and contacts, and slowly rebuild a support system outside their reach. Think of it this way. Psychopaths feed on reactions. If you give them nothing, it's like starving a predator of its favorite meal. Traditional conflict resolution, therapy, heart-to-heart talks, appeals to empathy, doesn't work here. Why? Because they literally lack the neurological wiring for empathy. Trying to fix them only arms them with more information about your weaknesses. Escaping is step 1. Healing comes next. Recovery means learning to trust your instincts again, rebuilding your reality after someone has twisted it beyond recognition. So let's bring it all together. Psychopaths aren't just difficult people. They operate with an entirely different wiring, one that turns relationships into hunting grounds. The 5 hidden signs you now know are predatory charm, emotional emptiness, strategic victimhood, parasitic lifestyle, and calculated destruction. Each of these on its own is troubling, but when they appear together, they form a pattern that's impossible to ignore. Remember, this behavior isn't personal. It isn't about you being weak or naive. It's about them using your natural empathy as a tool. Your strongest defense is knowledge, spotting the signs early, trusting your gut when something feels wrong, and refusing to feed their games with your reactions. If you've ever doubted yourself in the face of manipulation, let this be the reminder. You weren't imagining things. You were dealing with someone wired to exploit. And the most important truth? Protecting yourself doesn't mean distrusting everyone. It means sharpening your awareness so you can stay safe without losing your ability to connect with people who truly care. If today's video opened your eyes, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss the next episode, where we'll dive deeper into how to spot toxic patterns before they take over your life. Share this video with someone who might need it, because awareness can be the first step to freedom. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever noticed any of these 5 signs in someone you know? Drop your experience in the comments below. Your story could be the lifeline someone else needs. Stay safe, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next video.